See who we got in here with us. What's up, Lauren? Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey. Hopefully, we won't have the issue we had yesterday. Notifying some people that I'm live. Lauren, did I lose you? Yeah, I'm like Lynette. I can't say she's my favorite character though, Lauren. She ain't just made it to the favorite. You got to do some work to make it to my favorite character. But she getting there. She got the potential for sure. I am looking for someone's number that I want to notify that I'm live. There she is. So Lynette is just showing up and showing out. First of all, how about the fact? Oh God. Okay. Let me go back a little bit because I'm excitable right now. Okay, let me just announce myself. Hey y'all, this is your girl Ayana of Ayana Enters the Chat. And this is Chat Club Midday Live. If you don't know what Chat Club Midday Live is, I tend to go live during the midday on certain days. So I have morning lives, midday lives, and evening lives, right? Happy New Year, Nancy. So this is my midday live for today. I'm going to try to be consistent with the midday lives. The morning live and the evening lives might be a little, we're still working on that, but definitely the midday lives, we definitely going to have them at 1:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every day. Okay? Unless otherwise stated. Also, there is a review that I did today. It's a compilation. The header up says, I can tell y'all what it say. Well, I'm trying to guess when I'm sitting right here with my phone and can tell you what it is. It starts off with the word requested. Requested. Hope and Faith get into it with Bethany. Okay. So let me tell y'all what that was about. Someone requested in the comments. This is prior to me announcing that I'm gonna be charging for requested videos, and we're gonna go a little bit more into that. I'm not charging, I'm seeking donations. I'll say it that way. Um, I don't like really paying attention to these twins because I can't stand the way they talk. Someone explained to me, I think it was D Brown, explained to me why I may be feeling that way, but it's okay, Marquisa. So, I just can't stand to hear them talk. But if you want to go see that, it's 3 videos that I compiled and summarized into one because someone wanted my reaction and my take on Hope, Faith, Brooke, and the concert. My ultimate take is this: Destiny Brooke should have never gone to that concert with those twins and Isaiah. Isaiah got some kind of nerve getting tickets from the twins and then inviting Brooke. That's my thought. I feel like Brooke should have said, "Hey, Isaiah's going. I would like a ticket." Or Isaiah should have gotten his mom and said, "I want to get a ticket" or whatever. But I wouldn't have gone. I would not have allowed my child to go to a concert with the people who have been bullying her and setting her up to look like a fool. That's just me. That's where I'm at. Mm-mm. As far as Bethany and the mama, I think Bethany looks stupid for arguing with them children, and they mama looks stupid for always co-signing on their mess and then coming trying to confront Bethany. I think they all look stupid. I ain't like it. That's it, and that's all. Okay, exactly. I left that part out. Bethany shouldn't have even went. She should have dropped. Brooke is old enough to be dropped off at a concert with her boyfriend, and then go back and pick him up. It's real simple. But Bethany shouldn't have been there. She could have stayed in the vicinity and found something else to do, but she didn't have to be at this concert. Pure and simple. Okay, y'all. So let's get to the real meat of today. We finally got the video. I have been wanting this video, and I'm so thankful this video did not come through while I had the flu. Because I would have been so pissed off if I could not have reacted to it. I was already upset about not really being able to react to the holiday Christmas shenanigans like I wanted to. But y'all, now, let me throw this caveat in there. If there are some videos from Christmas that you feel I should react to from those Christmas skits that I did not react to, that you feel I need to go and react to, you're not that late. We're only 5 minutes late. Cheryl, if you do, send me a message, okay, and let me know, and I will go back and check some of those out. Okay, this is no donations required for those. I'm just trying not to find myself going back too far in the past, is what I'm trying to avoid. Marquisa says that the thing that Bethany thinks she has missed Brooke younger days, so that's why she treats Brooke like a small child. And the skits today, I gotta been upset. Yeah, but okay. She meant when Larry got with her, wasn't she like 8 or 9 years old? When they got married? No, Brooke was 10. So wasn't too many younger days. This girl was a tween. She was about to be a teenager. She'd already started smelling herself at that point. And Lauren said we can't expect much from Bethany because she argues with everybody. No, we can't. But for the person that wanted me to react and wanted to get my take on it, I just want to make sure I reiterated and restated my take. And then I remembered something too. When I was doing the reaction, that requested reaction, what I noticed is that I did react, but I must have reacted during either one of the chat club lives, like maybe a midday or a morning live, and I reacted to that video. I wonder what Bethany she missed. I don't know, but we can get into it. Marquisa, you drop your thoughts down, girl. Drop your thoughts down. Okay, so let's get into Greg asking Shara and Lynette to testify. Y'all, that was just like, oh my God, that just made my day. I said, okay, give me something to work with. Give me something to work with. Look at here, look at here, look at here. When Greg, first of all, Greg calling Bianca while she on her vacation, I thought it was straight ridiculous. If I was Bianca, I'd have hung that phone up with him. I wouldn't entertain him. I'm on vacation. When I'm on vacation, don't expect me to be talking to nobody. Period. Yes, Cheryl, she does need a reminder she ain't on a Brooke mama. She definitely needs a reminder. I'm trying to figure out what this weather is here trying to do. Yes, this part right here. We just heard Bethany has been around for a while, and maybe that's her reason because Shar took Larry off the list. Maybe, but I need to know the trajectory of Bethany and Larry's whole relationship. Because I was running some numbers with the chat club member, Marquisa. I'm gonna say your name. I don't think you care. So let's run some numbers. I think so, Cheryl. I think so. Okay. So Jaden is like 26. Brooke is 17. That's a 9-year difference. So we know they're 9 years apart, right? So Jaden was at least 9 when Brooke was born. Okay. Brooke, if you go back 9 years from where Brooke is right now at the age of 17, okay. Well, go back. Let me see. She's 7. Go back 7 years. So 7 years, because Bethany and Larry, these names are running together. Bethany and Larry got married. Let me write this down. Let me just write this down. I'm gonna have to do me a Google Sheets or a Google Doc or something. Okay. Bethany and Larry. Now I'm eating all right. Okay. Let's try it again. Bethany and Larry got married. I think I'm gonna do me a time chart. They got married when Brooke was 10. That's come up in the skits before. Because they've only been married for 7 years. So that would, and if Brooke's 17, that puts them as getting married at when she was 10 years old. Okay. Thank you, Cheryl. I appreciate it. That is probably what the problem is. Okay, Larry's aunt said they got married 8 years ago. Okay, because somewhere along the way, Bethany said something about 7 years. But okay, we'll go with the aunt. You know, because them aunts be knowing. We'll go with 8 years. So Brooke would have been 9 years old. If Brooke was 9 when they got married, then that means her brother was 18. He was 18. Okay. Because they're 9 years apart. So 8 years ago, Brooke would have been 9. Alana, I looked at that other skit. I don't know that I'm requesting donations for any requested skits. Now I do plan on going through some of those today, just because it pulls Mike and D, and then Mike and Wayne back together. And I don't think they've interacted for a while. But right now I need to focus on what we're gonna talk about this afternoon, which is the Larry and them stuff. Okay, so and Alani, I did go and do. I think it was you that requested. I go back and do the whole thing. It says requested, so the video is there. My reaction is there. Okay. So if we're going back and we're doing the math, right? Brooke would have been 9 when they got married. If we're going with the aunt's time frame, okay? And then the brother would have been 18 when Larry married Bethany, because Brooke and the brother are 9 years apart. He's 9 years older than her, based on his current age and Brooke's current age. So my question is, okay, let's say for ish and giggles, let's say that Bethany and Larry started dating when Brooke was 8. Let's give them 2 years of dating. Or 7. Yeah, because then they would, yeah. Let's give them 2 years of dating. That would mean that Larry and Shara would have had, if nobody wasn't cheating except for Shara, that would mean Larry and Shara would have had to been married at least 6 years, or 5 to 6 years. Okay, so it's highly likely that overlap. Yes, that's my point. Bethany has been around for both of them women, and been around with Larry dating both of them women. I don't think he was just around. She was just around when Shara came into when he was, when he was breaking up with Shara. Thank you, Marquisa. I don't think he just did it when she came around, when he was breaking up and going through all that drama with Shara. I think she was around before then, because Lynette said based on things that Bethany has done in the past to her, she has not forgotten. So it's stuff that she did to Lynette prior to the marriage. Also, remember, my theory is that Bethany was the reason for Shara getting locked up. Shara didn't go to jail. She didn't go to prison. Shara went to jail, regular jail, like county lockup. She was in there for 90 days. So if she was in there for 90 days, that shouldn't have been temporary custody for Larry. Yeah, because somebody got to see about Brooke, right? But to where he has full custody, I would, Marquisa, but I'm afraid that it's gonna mess up my monetization. I'll try it. Let's just see. I'll try it. Let's see. Because they've been demonetizing me when I do my lives and play a skit. Hey, Nancy. Yeah, they're gonna testify. Lynette is gonna convince Shar. Okay, hold on, y'all. Let me bring up my disclaimer. Okay, so there's my disclaimer. I'm gonna let that show while I bring up the video. All right, here we go, y'all. Cheryl, we finna talk, girl. Marquisa, did you see me put my disclaimer up? I just put it up.
Hey, Lynette.
Hey, beautiful. How are you?
They seem like they are friends for real, which is another weird dynamic. But then these are grown women, so.
How you doing?
Doing good, girls. At this hair store, trying to get Brooke and Destiny some hair. Got to do their hair later on tonight when they get back from the mall.
And Bethany is so pissed about that, y'all. She's so upset that them girls won't let her take them to the hair salon that Shar gonna do their hair.
Nice. I am actually just leaving Greg's office.
Oh, wow. I was there earlier. What you? Yeah, what'd you go for?
He actually asked me to testify against Bethany in court.
That's crazy. He asked me the same thing.
And what did you
So y'all, I'm gonna kind of skip through some of this.
you say?
Girl, I told him, with Brooke still staying there, I just don't want to get involved in a family drama. I just feel like it would cause more chaos than what it already is between.
Okay, Shar is worried about if she said, I don't want to cause any problems with Brooke, being that she still lives there, that's it. But then when she started talking about more chaos between me and Bethany, Marquisa, I saw your comment that you had on this video, on Shar's video. Shar, are you afraid? Shar shouldn't be afraid of Bethany. So I don't know why they are now presenting her as afraid of Bethany.
Big Bertha and I.
Right. I mean, I do understand your point of view. However, I told him that I would gladly do it. I do have my reservations. However, I think about, the things that I have gone through in the past with her. So I literally don't owe her any allegiance. So I did.
Okay. the things she went through in her past with her. To me, there's a break in between. There's gotta be a break in between Lynette and Shar where Bethany was in that picture. Cheryl, that is a theory of mine that I haven't said yet out loud, but since you called it, that is a theory of mine. And the other theory is this one right here. Now, Marquisa believes that Shar did cheat. Shar has not said out of her own mouth that she cheated on Larry. She has said out of her own mouth. I'm gonna skip forward a little bit, okay?
You know, and it would really kind of give some perspective for Brooke as well. Just so she can see that, you know, it's not okay for Bethany to be bullying her as well. And it would really, I really think it might be something that you could really keep on the table, Shara, only because you are your voice for your daughter.
That's the part I want to play. She said, you are your voice for your daughter. Brooke has not had a voice, not a real voice. Brooke has only recently started to own her voice based on Bethany's behavior, and because Bethany keeps talking about her mom and keeps doing things and saying slick stuff about her mom. Okay? But I don't feel that Brooke has ever really had a voice when it came to Bethany. Because when she was 10, you know, you go through this phase where the kid may be angry with their mom because they're not there. Then they lean on the other person that's there, which is Bethany. Bethany was there during those years when a young lady really needed her mom. Was the start of those years was you got to deal with her, you know, getting ready to start her cycle, you know, getting ready to start, you know, having an interest in boys and all of that. That's it. I really appreciate this is what's making Lynette the GOAT to me right now. Because she said it is your opportunity to be the voice for your daughter. And even though Lynette's son is good and grown, because the thing is, you got to think, y'all, those kids, Jaden and Brooke, are likely afraid, not afraid of their dad, but probably really afraid to tell Larry really what they have dealt with Bethany when their backs have been turned. Brooke has tried to tell it, but Larry kind of stay in a child's place, blah, blah, blah. That's why I say I get tired of grown folks telling kids that, because when you say that, that's really telling them to shut up, and it's stuff they be going through with and be dealing with. And instead of like listening to what they may be going through with, then stay in the child's place, meaning shut up. Sit over in the corner and hush. And I don't think that's fair to children, because they be going through stuff and they be scared to say stuff. Exactly, Cheryl. Whatever she did to Jaden or whatever she did to Lynette, it has struck Lynette to the point where she said, heck yeah, I testify. We think Larry would choose Bethany and not them. But I think there's some stuff that Larry does not know. Because these two women, I will say this, and I do believe this, these two women see Larry as part of their family, period. They still have a love for Larry. Maybe not a romantic love, they still have a love and respect for him. And they may feel like Larry is in the sunken place. They may feel like he's in the sunken place. Just thought. Okay, let's go forward just a little bit.
You know, and like I said, you know, Bethany, everybody would love to take her down and, you know, and get justice or whatever they're trying to get from her. But that's their family stuff. And I got enough issues with Bethany, with, you know, the whole, I just.
Okay, you see how she's acting right here? This is not a theory. This is a proposition. In this proposition, I propose that Shara is not necessarily afraid of Bethany, but Shara just wants peace. I really think Shara wants to be left alone. Because if you think about how Shara, when Larry tries to buy stuff for Shara, or Larry inserts himself into Shara's life, Shara like, look, you need to leave that alone. What do you think Bethany feels about that? I also feel like she wants peace, but I also feel like Shara is carrying guilt that she may not be rightfully carrying. Because clearly, Bethany was at least in the picture when Shara and Larry were married, because Greg said it in his previous skit. Hold on, I'm checking some comments. They respect each other. Exactly. Larry does stand on 10 Marquise and then he backtracks. All Bethany got to do is drop them white girl tears. That part, Lauren, it's an invalidation of that child's feelings. If you want a child to stay in a child's place when you're having grown folk conversation, don't have grown folk conversation in the vicinity of that child. Because that child may know something that can contribute to the story. But you're so busy wanting to hush them up that you can't hear them. It's like children become invisible. Oh, Marquisa, we know Bethany not going to stop. But to Greg's point, Bethany never listens to people. In court, she ain't going to have no choice but to listen because the judge ain't going to let her talk all that stuff. Every time. She wimps out every time she flatters her manhood. Yes, he does.
Don't want to get involved, girl. I don't. I just don't. I just feel like it's gonna cause, like I said, bigger problems. And I don't want Brooke to, her to be in the house with them, and she looking at Brooke all sideways, and it's
real simple. You don't want Brooke to be in the house. If it get too bad in the house, Brooke can come stay with you. Brooke, the thing with Brooke is Brooke don't have to stay in that house no more. Brooke is 17. Brooke can actually leave the house and I'm going to stay with my mama and ain't nothing there them can do about it. You know why Brooke can do that? Because Brooke is now at the age of consent. The age of consent in Georgia, and the age of consent is not just about SA and all of that. But I believe once a child turns 16, if that child chooses to drop out of school, the parent can't be held liable for that. I think. Not that I'm encouraging school dropouts. But what I'm saying is she don't even need to be emancipated at this point. She can get her stuff, tell her mom to come pick her up, and go on over to her mama house. She ain't got to stay in that house with Bethany doing the stuff she been doing and the things she been saying. She don't have to do that. Notice, who does Jaden stay with? Where has Jaden been? Jaden been with his mama. He ain't been with his daddy. He visited his daddy, but he stayed with his mama. If Sharp put her foot down, they couldn't keep that girl from her.
it's just too much for me, girl.
Well, I mean, again, it's not really something that you should shelf completely. I really do think it would be worth your time to really use your voice in this aspect. Because Bethany does get extremely disrespectful with everybody. She bullies the girls and bullies everybody in her presence. And I just think that it would be a great time for you and I to really voice our opinions for our children and for ourselves as women, because she is continuously disrespecting you and I as the mothers of these children.
Boom. Because when they were in the kitchen and Brooke and Bethany came from Lynette said something about her son, and Bethany said, my stepson, my stepson. Y'all remember that? So, seems to me like we may be on to something. Marquisa says, light bulb. What if a court happens and Lynette is testifying and the backstory comes up with Shard that y'all say Lynette may have some knowledge of, and Larry has a look on his face looking at her? That's what I'm saying. Bingo. That's right. Bingo. Bingo. I'm with you too, Cheryl. Brooke shouldn't even be going back to school this semester. At this point, Brooke is going back to school just for content. Just for social media content. Because her grades are what they're supposed to be. She should have been done. She's a senior in high school. She should have been done. So I can't wait. Now, Lynette looks very familiar to me. So I'm wondering if I've seen her somewhere in Atlanta, because Lynette looks very familiar to me. I don't know if I've seen her on a show, if I've seen her somewhere in Atlanta, but she looks very familiar to me. And it bugs me when I look at her, because I'm trying, where do I know this shit from? What's up with the college tours? All the stuff we got with Jada, we should be getting with Brooke. Again, the family dynamics is different. The only thing is, no, she goes to a public school, because them twins ain't going to no charter school or no private school. That's it. What you said, Lauren. All that what you just said. Mm-hmm. I just watched before this. I watched an old skit of Bethany going off. Oh well, we ain't talking about the twins. We're talking about Brooke, and at the very least Isaiah, because Isaiah should have the grades because he's an athlete. So he can't play sports if he ain't getting his grades. Yeah, but Larry has reminded Bethany several times, that's my child. That's Char's child. And with Jaden, she said that's Lynette's child. See, Bethany keeps getting these warnings, and she's not paying attention. And I'm gonna have to go back and watch this skit. Y'all know y'all probably watched it, but there's a skit from when I was sick. It's around the holidays where Bethany says she's going. I think the title said something like Bethany says she's going to Montana when the baby's born or something. And for what? What's she gonna do when she get there? She's trying to claim some type of family ownership that, in my opinion, based on what I've seen of this character, yes, Nancy, she will act a fool. She gonna act a fool. Based on what I've seen with this character, she can't compete when she don't compare, and she know it. Right. So I'm gonna have to go back. I'm gonna go back and do those too. Bethany is threatened by Lynette and Shar because she's upset that Larry loved them enough to give them something that she doesn't have, children. Well, I mean, that's up. If she went so busy trying to run stuff and try to run all over people, maybe she could have had a child. Because we haven't seen or heard anything about Bethany being infertile or having had something happen to her when she was younger, where she can't have no kid. We ain't heard none of that. Unless Larry decided he didn't want no more children. Oh, Cheryl, girl, I believe Bethany is gonna want to be in the birthing room. I think she's gonna want to be right there in the birthing room because Lynette is gonna be right there in the birthing room, and she's gonna want to be there, and she's gonna have a fit. Marquisa says, I keep saying Bethany's ownership is she was the one that should have had Larry's kids, and we know now she has been around. Yeah, she been around. She been around. I'm telling you, watch what I say. That's my theory. She is going to want to be in that birthing room, and that's when she's gonna cut the fool. She gonna cut the straight fool. Mm-hmm. Let me take this down. Stop sharing this screen. Okay. So yeah, y'all. Y'all, I've been looking into other skits. I'm gonna check out this one with D, not just because Alani asked for it, but I'm gonna check out the ones with D and Wayne because I gotta have some more content. I gotta get my content trending back up. When I was down for those days and wasn't posting as much, and then when I just quit posting those few days because I just was like, I really can't do nothing now. It dropped my watch hours down and all my stats are down on my channel, so I gotta get them back up because I don't want to lose my monetization. Well, you know what, Marquisa? I agree with you that the birth may be the nail in the coffin if Bethany act the fool. But really, the way she acted, Thanksgiving should have been it, but definitely Christmas should have been a nail in the coffin. And the reason why I think, hold on, y'all, my Netflix is popping up on. The reason why I say, sorry about that. The reason why I say, Christmas should have been a nail in the coffin is because Larry kept saying, don't take this from me. This is my time with my son. Larry was moved to tears when Jaden came in the room, in that house. I hope that it wouldn't surprise me if Bethany got locked up in Montana. It wouldn't surprise me if Larry had to bail her out. Wouldn't surprise me at all. Mm-mm. But y'all, these skits great skits today? That was a great way to start the day. And I think I figured out how I'm gonna be caught up. Are the Natasha skits worth starting to look back into now? Oh yeah. I see what you're saying, Marquisa. Oh yeah, Lynette gonna handle her. Lynette gonna handle her no matter where she at, to be honest. Lynette seems like her saltiness with Bethany is bigger. Like her beef with Bethany is bigger than Char's beef with Bethany. Her beef, Lynette's beef with Bethany is bigger than Char's beef with Bethany. But I don't understand why, because Char was the wife. Yeah. So it's like giving me all kinds of theories. But I definitely think Bethany been around longer. Bethany has been in Larry's life longer than Char's in his marriage. Cheryl, I thought that too, and that's when I got that ill factor. Like when they were flirting yesterday, when he was doing them push-ups, which okay, he did look good in the push-ups, but when he started that, it's like ew. It's like ew. And it's really frustrating that they're trying to make them have some type of chemistry because they don't. They don't have no chemistry. Larry got more chemistry with his exes than he do with his wife. Okay, so do you think that one's worth taking a look at, Marquisa? Because I gotta be careful because like I posted all them videos yesterday, but my watch hours still went down because nobody really watched those videos. Like I'm talking about my views were so low on them videos. It was ridiculous. Like it was ridiculously low. If they want us to like Bethany, they're gonna have to give us more of Bethany like in Nola when she went out on Bourbon Street, or show us more of her and Larry having like date nights where she gets a little bent. You know what I'm saying? But what they're showing us now from her, they don't have no chemistry. Not to me. They ain't doing it for me. All right, y'all. I'm gonna hop off. Isn't a pleasure talking about these skits. I'm looking forward to more. Oh, one more wait before I go. I got a question. Why does Greg keep telling? I ain't even watching them skits, Cheryl. Why does Greg keep telling Daddy Newberger who he's planning to call for a witness? Because it is now about to get back to Bethany and Larry that he has talked to Lynette and Shar about witnessing against Bethany. Why does he keep telling his daddy stuff? His daddy already told him he don't care. He's against this whole thing. He's upset with him. His daddy's taking up for Bethany, really. When he went and tried to make this proposal to Greg and Bianca that day, that was to protect Bethany. That wasn't to protect no company. That was Daddy Newberger looking out for his baby girl. That's what that was. Thank you. It's because their lack of chemistry is because Bethany is just a horrible person. It ain't got nothing to do with her race. It ain't got nothing to do with her race. So y'all tell me what y'all think. Marquisa, I think it's about the story that what you told me when we talked. I agree with you. I think it's because they're gonna have to like beef these storylines back up. Wayne coming back really didn't beef them up like they thought they were gonna beef them up. You know what I'm saying? And then they're trying to say, okay, we're gonna give them some karma for Shayla. So Shayla finding out that Mike got Sonny pregnant. Shayla think that's his karma. I didn't watch it. I saw the headline. I saw the title of the skit. That ain't karma for me. That ain't karma for me. So I think what it is, to your point, Wayne is about to start back touring again. He has said it. All that what he was trying to do with Honey Pot and all that kind of stuff. I think Tamara is going to ease on back over there with D. I think they're going to put all these characters originally back together. I think so. I may take a look at the Sonny and Shayla skit just to be a jerk about it because I really don't care at this point because it's been clear that Shayla not really going to get no karma. Now that Lisa they got Lisa out here looking like a simp. So I learned more about those skits by watching O'Neal. So I go and I watch O'Neal interact on his channel to catch up on those skits. Cheryl says dad is an enabler. He don't even have no, he don't have his wife back. We saw that at the house when Bethany cut the fool at the house that day. She's just a horrible person, y'all. I ain't no other way to put it. Bethany's just a horrible, horrible, horrible person. All right, y'all. Let me go so I can get some work done around some more work done around the house and do some planning. Yep, Marquisa, I thought that too. Because now we had noticed we weren't getting as many Amber and Anthony skits. Now we're getting Amber and Anthony skits again. And now is with her with this restaurant, which they trying to make her look stupid. And I'm like, wow, Amber can turn a business around. She can turn a business around. So this with her and this lady, I ain't even interested. And if it's not giving me the numbers I need on my channel, guess what? I won't keep looking at it. It just that's just it. There's a Netflix show, the 11th, 16, 20, 16, whatever day Kennedy got assassinated. They got like a time loop show on. I'm trying to get into it, y'all, but it ain't holding my attention. Probably because it's got James Franco in it, and I don't like James Franco. I don't like James Franco because he's a predator. Yeah, Shauna need to go. Shauna still thinks she owns the business. I would have fired her. I would not have kept Shauna on. And the reason why I wouldn't have kept Shauna on, Shauna is different from the guy from Bar 44 because the guy from Bar 44 was still an active co-owner of Bar 44, right? They just bought into it. With this restaurant, they have bought this restaurant for the lady and chose to keep her on. I would fire her. Because see, what Amber did at Kevin's restaurant, she went in there and she changed the menu and everything. She changed some stuff to make things better. We ain't getting that with this lady right here because she ain't gonna change nothing. She don't even want to cut salt in some stuff. Yes. And yes, Nancy. So I like seeing Amber in her bag when she's running businesses. What would have been a really good business pairing if they had played it right, but they made them arch nemesis in this. Ro and Amber have a very similar business acumen. They could have been really good, but they hate each other, so that ain't gonna. I can't. It was surprising when they ever did it, but I don't think it's ever gonna happen. Cheryl says the only skits I'm watching is Bethany and Larry. The others don't interest me, and the Libby skit is just Bethany and Larry younger version. I don't even like looking at Libby. I ain't never liked Libby. Really. Maybe that's what they're doing, telling Bethany and Larry's early story with those skits, but I'm not gonna watch them. I need to check out. Okay, the Mama Brenda skits, which I think Lynn spanked um Ashley's daughter. She spanked Parker. Parker went and told Mama Brenda. And I know they're trying to make Mama Brenda and Lynn to have some beef or whatever. Like, I don't know if I hadn't watched those skits. It's like once I started reacting to the ones that people really cared about watching, what my audience cared about. My audience likes grown and sexy stuff. Like they like grown folks stuff. They don't like this other weird stuff. She's the issue, and I don't think it's about her cooking either. I think it's about her. You ever seen like have y'all seen Bar Rescue or Restaurant Rescue, particularly Bar Rescue? And you have some of those owners that don't want to bend to make things better, and the people get pissed with them. That's what you call it's gonna have to do. She's gonna be one of the people that get pissed off. All right, y'all. It's about that time. I'm gonna give y'all a little piece and some hair grease. If you're new and you're just watching, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We would love to have you as a part of the channel. Hey, Lady D, I'm about to get off. Catch the replay though. It's a good one. It's a real good one. All right. It's been a pleasure, y'all. Peace out. My little girl used to say, peace out, deuces. She ain't a little girl no more, but peace and a whole bunch of hair grease. Bye, guys.